Welcome to the EMC Windows 2000 migration. In this CD, we will be covering the steps necessary to successfully migrate a client computer to Windows 2000. You will be shown a video demonstration outlining these steps to aid you in this process. Let's look at the process overview, broken into several phases. The first phase is the System BIOS update. This includes checking the current revision level of the BIOS. You will run the Flash Update utility if the BIOS does not meet the current revision level. The second phase is the operating system preparation. You will run a utility named prep2000.bat, which prepares the client PC for the actual migration by installing various utility programs and components. The third phase is the data and settings backup and Windows 2000 image installation. This step starts the automated process and backs up the user's settings and data and will install a fresh Windows 2000 image on the computer. The fourth phase is the data and applications restore process. This step will restore the user's data back to the PC and will automatically install common applications and most department-specific applications. The fifth phase is to restore operating system and application settings. This step will restore any user-specific settings and system icons that were present before the migration. The final and most important phase is the QA phase. During this step, you will run an automated QA process and fix any failures to ensure the PC is ready for use by the user. Let's describe some of the materials you will be given by the lead tech. The lead tech will be the person who will control all aspects of the migration, and any questions should be directed to them. The first is the migration procedure document. This document provides all the necessary steps needed to guide you through the process. The next item you will be given is the BIOS update media. This is a CD-ROM or a floppy disk used to flash the BIOS. Next, you will be given migration folders for each user that you are assigned. Inside these folders contain a user data sheet. This sheet contains information specific to each user that will be upgraded to Windows 2000, as well as checkoff boxes to track steps completed. Some examples of this information include the user's logon name, location, department, and migration type. These must be filled out completely and handed to the lead tech after the migration is complete. Next is the Quick Start Guide, which is left behind and used to assist the user with using their newly migrated PC. Also, you will find a migration CD used for deploying the image to the PC. Note, there may also be instructions for installing specific applications that the user needs. Now, let's start and migrate our first PC. To begin the process, you must first locate the user's cubicle or office. A post-it note with Win2K written on it will help identify the location of the user to be upgraded. If you cannot find the user's work area, the lead tech will assist you in this process. Once you have located the PC to be migrated, you will locate the user data sheet and write your name, start time, and the date in the fields provided at the top of the sheet. Next, if this is a laptop, ensure the CD-ROM is installed. If it is not, install it into the laptop now. Also, ensure the laptop battery is in place. Next, remove it from the docking station. All laptops must be removed from the docking station. A note of caution: laptops can be migrated with only one network card installed. Do not start with a PC and a docking station and a PC MCIA card installed in the PC. Now, ensure the PC is connected to the network via a network cable plugged into a working wall jack. Next, disconnect any peripheral devices connected to the PC, such as scanners, printers, PDAs, etc. At this point, you will contact the lead tech to have the user's password reset to the default Success 2000. Now, before you begin, read the migration notes on the user datasheet, located in box 1, for any special instructions. Now, we are ready for the first phase of the process, the BIOS phase. If the PC you are at is up and running, then reboot it at this time. Otherwise, power the PC on. As the PC boots up, check the BIOS revision level by looking at the screen. To determine what type of system you have, watch the boot up screen carefully. Quickly turn off the PC after you do this. Here are some quick tips on this process. For Dell PCs, you will see the model number near the bottom of the screen. And for HP PCs, you must look carefully at the screen. Be sure to read the migration process document carefully, as there are specific instructions for certain PC types. Now, place the BIOS CD or floppy into the drive and boot up to the flash instructions screen. Note, you may have to set the CD-ROM to be the first boot device. Arrow down to the correct listing for your PC and press Enter. Follow the on-screen instructions to update the BIOS. Eject the BIOS media when it is complete and reboot the PC. We are now ready to begin the second phase of the process, the operating system preparation. At the login screen, you will need to enter the following information: the username, see box 2 of the user datasheet for the old login name. Next, enter the default password, which is Success 2000, all in lowercase. And finally, enter the domain. See box 3 of the user datasheet for the old domain. Remember, do not log on to the corp domain at this time. Please wait while the login script runs. The next item we need to do is to close most of the programs, including system tray items. To do this, on Windows 95 and 98, press Ctrl, Alt, Delete, and wait for the closed program windows to come up. You will then highlight items one at a time and choose End Task. You may be prompted to end task again to confirm. You will do this until you clear out the Close Programs dialog box so that only Explorer and Systray appear. There may be 1 or 2 stubborn programs that will not close. Simply do your best. For Windows NT, you will press Ctrl, Alt, Delete, and click Task Manager. You will then highlight an application and choose End Task. Next, right-click on the recycle bin and choose Empty Recycle Bin. We also need to flush the Internet Explorer cache. For version 5X and higher, open Internet Explorer, click Tools, then Internet Options, click Delete Files, wait for this to finish before continuing, click Clear History, and answer Yes to the dialog box. You may now close out of Internet Explorer. Now, we are ready to continue with Phase 2 of the upgrade process. For field offices, we will be using a small device known as a CMS drive to quickly back up data. This device will be used for laptops only and plugs into the PC MCIA port. Drivers for this are loaded via plug-and-play for all Windows 95, 98, and 2000 PCs. For NT40 workstations, see the migration process documentation for further instructions. Insert the CMS drive at this time. Insert the migration CD. The migration CD will be labeled Base XXM, where XX is the image revision number. Now, we need to run prep2000.bat to prepare the PC to run VB scripts and backup utilities. Click Start, Run, type // your migration server path found in box 4 on the user datasheet, and click OK. Once that window opens, find and double-click on prep2000.bat. Prep2000 will now run and install various components. Please note, if you are prompted to restart at any time during this process, click No. Wait until the Prep2000 Complete dialog box appears. You can now click OK, and the PC will automatically reboot. Once the PC is finished rebooting, log in again as the user. Username, see the user datasheet, box 2, the password, success2000, all lowercase, and the domain. See the user datasheet, box 3 for the old domain name. Once again, close all open applications, including any system tray items. This is the same step you just did previously. For systems running Windows NT 4.0, you must uninstall McAfee Antivirus. During this uninstall process, if you are prompted to reboot, do not. Next, click Start, Settings, Control Panel, double-click the Add Remove Programs icon, select the McAfee Antivirus listing, and click Add Remove. Click Next and choose to remove. Click Next, finish the uninstallation, then close Control Panel. We are now ready for the third phase of the migration process to take over for a majority of the migration. Click on the icon on the desktop called Start Migration. The following form will now pop up. You will need to click on several items before you begin. Let's take a moment to review this dialog box and what each item represents. CD network backup. This will back up the data to zip files on a server installed in your location. CD connected. This is a special process used to back up and restore files to a special server. This option uses an agent that is installed onto the PC ahead of time. The lead tech will tell you when it is appropriate to use this option. CD CMS will back up data and zip files using the CMS drive that you've installed on a laptop. This option cannot be used to migrate desktops. System swap and backup only are to be used when the lead tech instructs you to do so. Next, read the user datasheet for the migration type located in box 5 and review the ACPI status located in box 6. Now, choose the location located in box 7 and the business unit located in box 8 on the user datasheet. You are now ready to begin the migration. You can now click the Start button. A window will appear asking for name information. Enter in your first name and your last name. Choose OK after it's filled out. The migration process will now begin. You will see the Windows 2000 Migration Progress window show the following text: Data backup started. The migration will continue automatically from this point. Be sure to check off Migration has been started on the user datasheet. You may now move to the next PC you are migrating. Check back every 10 to 20 minutes to ensure the process is running with no errors. The Windows 2000 image will be copied to the hard drive after the data backup process has completed. The PC will now reboot several times while it runs sysprep. It is added to the domain